Americans have the right to know about how the Biden administration is conspiring with charities to release illegal immigrants into the United States. We have crisis after crisis here in the United States, and we've got the COVID, we've got the tyranny of the Biden administration and big tech targeting the civil liberties and rights of Americans. And on top of that, we have our sovereignty being destroyed by the purposeful decision by the Biden administration to open our borders. I mean, when you look at what's happening in the border and the way they're transporting individuals from the border to the interior of the country who have crossed and are present here illegally, you have the Biden administration aiding and abetting illegal immigration, aiding and abetting an invasion by any reasonable measure. And Judicial Watch and a group called Catholic Vote sued Homeland Security and HHS for communications with Catholic charities related to illegal immigration. Now, Catholic Vote is an organization whose name, you might imagine, relates to the interest it has in Catholics and public policy. It's a community of patriotic Americans who believe that the timeless truths of the Catholic faith are good for America. It makes its mission to inspire every Catholic in America to live out the truths of our faith in public life. And so what Catholic Vote and Judicial Watch did was we partnered on Freedom of Information Act requests because we have these nominally titled Catholic charities getting government money, it looks like, to aid and abet this illegal alien smuggling, human smuggling. So Judicial Watch and Catholic Vote asked, again, this was back in September, we filed 2 sets of requests. All communications between U.S. Customs and Border Patrol and any of the following: the Diocese of Brownsville, Texas, and San Juan, Bishop Daniel Flores in his capacity as the Bishop of the Diocese of Brownsville, Texas, Catholic Charities of the Rio Grande Valley, Sister Norma Pimentel in her capacity as Executive Director of that Catholic Charities group, the Humanitarian Respite Center in McAllen, Texas. Second FOIA is requests to U.S. Customs and Border Patrol for communications with the U.S. Catholic Conference of Bishops regarding those entities I was talking about. Now, Sister Pimentel is an interesting person. I mean, she seems like a nice enough person, but she doesn't seemingly, I don't know what she understands, but she's using tax dollars to pay at least a few illegal immigrants to travel elsewhere in the country. She acknowledged the charity is reimbursed with tax dollars to buy, quote, very few plane and bus tickets for illegal aliens to move throughout the United States. And the other big issue related to this is the public health threat from illegal immigration. And if you want to know where the Biden administration what it actually believes about COVID, they're so concerned about COVID that they don't really care about it being imported in the border through illegal immigration smuggling. In July 2021, a Texas police officer encountered a COVID-positive illegal immigrant family at a fast food restaurant near the border who had been released by Border Patrol. The family told the officer that Catholic Charities of the Rio Grande Valley had, quote, booked all the rooms in the hotel to house undocumented immigrants detained by Border Patrol. The police added that Border Patrol was quarantining other undocumented individuals who were COVID positive or showed symptoms of the illness, then handing them over to the nonprofit, who would then in turn place the undocumented in hotels. And who knows what was happening there. So no one, quote, was being quarantined. And I'm not one who believes that actually, there's anything that can be done about the spread of COVID in the way that we've been told. But on the other hand, we're being told this is completely an opposite to good public health strategy. And this is what the Biden administration is doing through these third-party cutouts. And the Texas governor, Abbott, had tried to curtail the use of these third-party cutouts by issuing an executive order halting the transportation of illegal immigrants by any person other than a federal, state, or law enforcement official. And this is what Catholic Vote had to say about why they're interested in doing this and why they filed a lawsuit with Judicial Watch. We filed it on behalf of Judicial Watch and Catholic Vote. Our lawyers did. The Biden administration has refused to provide copies of communications between Catholic-affiliated charities and organizations at the border. Their lack of transparency and obstruction forced us to file these federal lawsuits. American Catholics deserve to know the full extent of the U.S. government's role in funding and coordinating with the Catholic Church-affiliated agencies at the border and what role these agencies played in the record surge of illegal immigrants over the last year. We'll do whatever it is necessary to uncover the truth. And that was from Brian Birch, who's president of Catholic Vote. My statement was straightforward. Americans have the right to know about how the Biden administration is conspiring with charities to release illegal immigrants into the United States. It's basic information. So we're facing this unprecedented crisis at the border. And it's bad enough if you're a Catholic to have your church mixed up with this illegal activity. And then as a taxpayer, to have your tax dollars used to advance illegal activity and the destruction of our country. So there you have it. And you wonder why it sometimes looks like I'm going to explode. It's because of this craziness here with all this corruption. But what I love about Judicial Watch is it's frustrating, I know, but at least we are doing something about it. We're using the tools available to us under the law to expose it and hopefully stop it. Because I can tell you, it's not going to be stopped if we don't know what's happening. It may not be sufficient, but it's necessary. So this is necessary work to protect our republic, and Judicial Watch is able to do it thanks to you and other supporters who not only support us financially, but share material like this. I encourage you to get the word out. It's as important as your financial support.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all the latest news from Judicial Watch.